everybody, welcome. It's FTCR. It's Friday night. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Fuck those guys. We're hanging out.
Oh, are they
Say hi,
boxing
boys.
today?
Hi, boys.
They're fighting for lunch rights tonight.
Oh, wait. Wait. Isn't Lunchley? Wasn't that Logan Paul? Is
I
Jake
don't know.
Paul?
They're the same. Hi,
They are the
everyone.
same. Oh,
Hello. I'm going to put the Donald Trump hairfish in chat. There we go. Perfect.
okay. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. It does seem like. Oh yeah, I know we're talking about something else, but
No, this is what we're here for.
okay.
more.
Mike Tyson reveals reason behind viral Jake Paul slap. I had to reciprocate.
Let's stop, please. Let's not.
All right, bye, everybody.
I don't
Have a
want
good
this.
night. Hey, what are we here for, David?
What? Oh, wait, we're not here to talk about Mike Tyson? Oh, okay.
Probably not.
No, we're here to talk about. Okay. So back in 1998, Sonic Team and Sega released a little video game in Japan called Sonic Adventure, which was
Fun.
later released in the West in 1999. They did this because they thought if we release this game, we won't crash and burn and go out of the console business.
Well,
Didn't quite work out, not because of Sonic Adventure, but because of every other decision that Sega had made before and after. So, but one of the best parts of Sonic Adventure, I think, has to be the many, many people who live within Station Square and are exploring the Mystic Ruins. The non-playable characters, if you will. I believe people call them NPCs for short.
no, these are real
Oh, yeah.
humans.
Oh,
They're
well,
trapped in
yeah,
the
David,
game.
you're the real NPC.
Yeah, I think that's some
Oh.
NPC behavior, bro. Kind of
That's
sauced
right.
and washed.
we're all a little NPC from time to time.
All right,
But that's
well, we have the full
Yeah.
range in front of us, as you can
We
see.
do have the full range, right? Now,
We don't respect cops, so there's no cops here.
that's right. You don't get to talk to the police. They show up at the beginning.
It's true.
And then
they're
they
never
leave. They at
around
least-
when you need them.
Yeah, but
That's right.
they actually have voiced dialogue. They actually have voice dialogue. So they go beyond this group of people.
So we should also clarify. You had a little sneak peek, maybe, depending on what showed. We have an entire document that
Right.
technically has every single piece of dialogue every day of the game from every character's perspective from each of the NPCs,
Right, which-
including some that we did we include the ones that don't have profile pictures here, to be clear? No.
The ones that don't have profile pictures are the explorers.
Okay.
So they're not a part of today's stream.
What?
We're keeping them separate.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess we're not gonna deal with them.
We're just doing Station Square today.
Yeah,
We're
they
just
don't
doing
live in
Station
Station Square.
That's right. Now,
We
are
can
we
go with that.
doing? Whoa, resumptions.
What?
Whoa!
The thing came
Oh,
up.
Victor Man, hi, thank you. Yes, this is streamed on Twitch. Thank you for subscribo. I think you should be watching the boxing match instead. But yes, so
Well, it's on Netflix, right?
here's something I wanted to figure out live. Do we want to keep the ranking letters here the same? S, A, B, C, D?
Well, you mentioned in Discord that we're ranking them in two different ways, right?
Yes, we're going through with this more traditional thing, and we have a second idea next. But for
Okay, so
now,
we're doing
it's
the-
very traditional.
We're just
Okay,
gonna
so
rank
we're
them
doing the
over who are the best ones.
Who are the
now.
best?
Right.
Who sucks? You know.
Right. So if we're doing the traditional one first, then I mean, for now, I guess Sabakd is fine.
Okay.
Sab.
Okay.
But you know, if as we talk, we decide we need to change that, I think we can change that. There's nothing.
That's true. We're loosey goosey. Okay.
Yeah,
Do we
I know
have
it.
a clear front runner for who needs to go first? We just want to go in order.
We should just go in order because a lot of these people have like stories that are associated with each other, like hotel manager, hotel assistant, and then you have the two twins, and eavesdropper, cheating man, cheating woman one, or cheated woman two. They're all a part of the same story as well.
Right. You even
So-
have them like sort of marked off as like they work together. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Right. Steven is the one who put this spreadsheet together.
Go back
Very.
to the spreadsheet. It's crazy huge.
It is.
I'm
And go down to the tab at the bottom that says like approximate chronological order.
This is the approximate
no.
chronological order.
The second one, the second tab.
right.
Yeah, here we go. I've I kind of went crazy and just put down every single bit of dialogue from these guys.
All color coded by which character talks to them.
Exactly. So depending on which character is
Wow.
talking to them as well, this will be.
I see a lot of trans flags in this image.
Oh, true.
But
This might
if you go
be
back,
the most comprehensive collection of the dialogue in this game that exists, frankly.
It might be. There's a lot going on here.
but if
I
we
mean-
if you head back over to the first tab, which is
Yeah.
final selections, what I've done is like sometimes an NPC will say, "Oh, I can't believe Eggman's or Robotnik's ship is just floating out there in the water." Like they might say, "I can't believe it's out there," or "Can you believe it's out there?" Depending on which character is talking to that NPC. So what I've done here is selected which of those sentences is the either most funny or most interesting. So
Oh, okay.
I hope
so-
that made sense.
It'll weigh in heavily for our decisions here because we need to know who's the best, who's the funniest, who's the most
Right.
insightful, right?
Right.
Least
Right, but I
insightful.
guess we're also like, but if we're ranking them like S to D, does that mean like if one of them is terrible but they're funny that they make it up there? I guess
Maybe.
We'll have to
maybe
see.
we are gonna have to say. Okay, so hey, in chat, if you have things to say, type them in chat.
You have permission. Okay.
Uh,
If there's
my
anything
dad-
good in chat, you'll have to let me know because I'm very I'm in the browser. So
right, you're browsing.
it's a hotel manager.
Right, we're starting with the hotel manager. The hotel manager, I guess, is one of the first people you can talk to. I mean, it does depend. Maybe you want to talk to the ladies in the pool.
Nah.
Maybe you want to talk to the ladies who are not in the pool. Why is there a hype train?
Oh, hype!
coming? What does that mean?
Because Goldstorm subscribed for 10 months.
Ah, the
That's
Golden Storm.
Oh,
Poppin' that subscribe bussy for the hotel manager. Thanks for the hype train ussy. So
Right.
Steven pointed this out right before we went live, and yes, the hotel manager does have quite a proclivity towards saying, "I'm the hotel manager." Basically every single time you talk to them,
Yeah.
he works
In case
into
you
the
forgot.
conversation a lot.
Right. I find it funny. Okay, right. So he's there. He's like, call me if you need anything. He loves saying that line. And he also likes telling you about things that he probably shouldn't necessarily be able to see, but does anyway.
Well, it's also funny just like how he doesn't ever leave his post. Like he's dedicated to it. Like one of the 1st things he'll say to you is, I heard a loud noise. It sounded like it came from the beach. You think I should take a look?
Yeah.
But he won't.
Major.
You're the manager. Right. What I find, like, does that mean he's a great manager because he's like, I'm always here? Or is he a terrible manager because he can't hire a desk clerk?
Oh, are
Like-
they on such hard times? I never thought about that. Why is
He does. He has
Here.
a hotel assistant, but you can only ever see him on 2 different days as big.
As Big the Cat. So I forget where the hotel assistant stands in,
Are they
in
in
the
the same
hotel
spot?
area.
Did they speak?
Behind the desk, yeah, the hotel assistant has exactly 2 lines of dialogue.
Oh,
Wait,
He is,
he's
yeah.
also behind the desk?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, then where's the hotel manager at those points?
The hotel manager is never present during Big's story. It's just the assistant. Big is the only person who sees the assistant.
So,
I forgot about
he said, in the first time he says oh, there's nobody by the name of Mr. Froggy, and then the next day he said there is someone here by the name of Frog. So, between that one day, someone named Frog goes to the hotel.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Who checked in late at night with the last name Frog? We'll have to talk about them later.
Okay.
During the second one, we'll figure out what's going on there.
We'll have to grade Mr. Frog.
We will have to grade Mr. Frog and figure out what he looks like. Right. So, yeah. So the hotel manager. What?
Sorry, this might be important context that will influence our discussion. Well, looks like something's going down out there again on evening 3, but I can't leave here, so I don't have a clue what it may be. It does suggest that he is honor bound, duty bound.
Yeah.
Dedicated to his post. He is always there, except when Big is there, I guess. I'm feeling. Yeah.
He has
like he's a good guy.
He has, yes. Like, one of his lines of dialogue is, "You're not a bad person, are you? I can tell. I've been in this business a long time."
Wow.
And he's saying that to Gamma.
Saying that to Gamma, yes.
He's looking at the big robot. He's looking at the big robot with a gun.
This is how dedicated he is. He says to Gamma, "I heard something from one of our customers about a missile, but I can't leave here, no matter what."
He can't leave. Right. No matter what. So even in the face of certain doom, he's like, I gotta be behind this desk. Except when the hotel assistant is there. So does that mean like he hired? Well, maybe right, because he's like, well, I gotta go use the facilities, and while
the only time hotel assistant is allowed to work 3 minutes a day.
Well, depending on how much he gets paid, that would be, that could be a pretty sweet gig.
You could turn that right around at casino.
Yes. So so the hotel manager is slightly plugged in because he is aware of Twinkle Park and their couple special.
Right.
But he does refuse to check any explosions and follow up on whether or not any missiles have been fired into the city.
Right, he's like a little too dutiful, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which does that leave him trapped in an A, or is that enough to knock him down? Because I feel like that keeps him from S, you know.
Right. If he was like an extremely proactive hotel manager, I would bump him up to S. He does give you some info. He likes to talk to you about the chow. He lets you know about certain elevators depending on who he's talking to.
He does tell you about the elevators in his building.
Yeah, that's right. He keeps a whole chow garden in his hotel.
He does. That area could have been additional rooms to help out with his bottom line.
Okay, sounds like we've got an A here.
we got an A.
A is a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Next up.
Well, because I'm also thinking at the very end when he said with what's been going on lately, we don't have many customers, but I'm sure after a while this place will fill up. Does he just mean with Eggman, or does he mean it's been this way for months because I'm a terrible hotel manager?
I mean, maybe Station Square's economy is just in total decline, you know? Maybe Eggman worked this deal out with the mayor to revitalize tourism and get some government funding.
Maybe.
Hotel assistant.
We'll put him. All right. We'll put it. Right. The hotel assistant, worthless.
With 2 lines of dialogue.
He's so worthless. I forgot he existed.
I feel like he probably would be, because I don't see anything about him that's like inherently wrong, but he doesn't do enough. So I think a C would probably be like the smart thing to put him in.
Right.
Well, I think like his second line of dialogue sums him up perfectly. "Hello, you're looking for a Mr. Froggy? Actually, there is someone here by the name of Frog. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. Like, is there or is there not? What are you talking about?"
It's like he's about to give away the confidentiality of his guest, and he's like, "Wait a second, I'm not allowed to do that."
Right. I get the feeling maybe we're supposed to think those dots are Big responding to him, and he's like, "No, it's not Frog, it's Froggy," and then he's like, "Oh, never mind." That's how I've always
I see.
interpreted it. Like there is an additional line of dialogue that we
That
are
makes
not
sense.
privy to.
Yeah, because I know that there is sometimes that happens when you're talking with them and there's like ellipses followed by like a response. So it's like you're meant to assume that the character responds to like their first message, and then the second one is like a response back.
Oh, that makes more sense. I always thought he was just cutting himself off. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. I'll go with that.
Mhm.
Sounds like C. I wish there was more to say about him. Great haircut.
Oh yeah, that's pretty impeccable.
He looks a little like Skylar.
Well, that makes sense. That probably is Skylar.
You look a little bit.
Do
No.
we have Tourist Twin 1?
Ah, right.
Matter positionally which one this is? Do we know? Is this
Taurus
the one closer
Twin
to
1. Taurus Twin 1 and Twin 2 are different people entirely. Twin 1 is. She's more aware of what's happening in the world, and she's also more level-headed. Twin 2 is kind of dumb.
Whoa.
Oh, right. Because Taurus Twin 1, Day 2. Oh, I forgot to tell you, she and I are twins, but our personalities are completely different. Oh, wow. Oh, right, so Taurus Twin 1 is like, hey, don't go to the casino, maybe. Like, and Taurus Twin 2, it looks like she gambled some things away.
She says, "I'm broke. Don't even
I'm
talk
broke."
to me right now."
Diametrically
right, so-
opposed. Okay.
Right. So I guess she isn't as she isn't as addicted as somebody else will go to. But if she's there and she's like, "Yeah, I'm having a good time," she's a tourist. She's like, "I've saved up some money. I'm gonna win big at the slots." She didn't. She didn't win
But-
at the slots.
It's funny too because she says she's trying to figure out if she's going to go to Twinkle Park or to Casinopolis, and she says Twinkle Park's fun, but Casinopolis is better. I just can't decide where to go.
Oh.
You said one is better. What do you?
She also
So I
wants
guess-
to cuddle the tails, maybe? Hmm.
Guys. What?
Yeah, and then by the end of it, they both start freaking out. They're like, "Oh my god, there's ship in the sky, and there's a missile, and there's a big cat chasing a frog, a giant robot. We got to get out of here."
I have some
It's
issues
right.
with Taurus Twin 1 suddenly.
Right. So Taurus Twin 1 seems more proactive. She's like, let's get out of here. And Taurus Twin 2 is just petrified. She's stuck in place. Although technically they're all stuck in place. We never see
Right.
them move.
My issue is she's dunking on Tails' taste. Or Sonic's. I forget who owns the plane in that game. Who knows? I'm glad the fox flying that plane is okay, but flying a biplane like that these days, it's kind of old, isn't it? Who asked
Whoa.
Is
you? I'm the only
is
one
there
outraged by this?
So she's rude about the
is there in the station in Sonic's world? Do you have to be a certain age to go to the casino? Because like trying to
They
figure out
let
how old
Sonic
these
and Tails
girls are.
in.
I mean, Sonic and
Yeah.
Tails walk in.
Well, they break in though. They're not really like the door's
What?
locked for them. Sonic has to.
Oh yeah,
Switch.
Sonic has to break in.
Yeah,
They
Well,
all
he
have to
does.
break in.
they
Yeah, he
bypass
breaks
the
in by
child
walking in through the front door.
I need to highlight quickly a first time chatter from a Jonte9. I'm glad I made it to my first Crub stream.
Oh, welcome to Crub. I'm here with Kevin, Nico, and Brody, the Canadian.
Wow.
What's
Hi,
up, gamers?
Rubbing out.
I mean, if they're tourists, they have to be old enough to be a tourist, I think.
Do you have to be a certain age to be a tourist?
I mean, how else would they get there on their own and stay multiple days?
All right. I mean, I'm assuming they're adults, but at the same time, maybe their parents
Does it
are
matter?
just
Hold on.
no, it doesn't matter.
The way they talk feels like they're like 16-year-olds on like spring break vacation.
Is it spring break? What year? What time of year does Sonic Adventure take place in?
Summer.
Yeah, probably summerish.
I never stopped to think about it.
I
It
think
depends if
we have an
It
issue
depend-
here. I think Taurus Twin 1 is boring because we don't want to talk about Taurus Twin 1 very much.
Well, Taurus Point 1, so she's like, so she's rude about the plane, but
Sucks.
she's like, whoa, you're cute, Tails. Like, because she wants to cuddle Tails like she wants to cuddle a Chow. So she's not looking at Tails as like, wow. I guess she's
Come
not
here.
looking at Tails like a pet, which is a little strange, right?
Very demure. Yeah.
Unless she is like, oh, you're cute, and she really does mean you're cute.
I don't think that's what's happening here.
Oh, okay. So she's not hitting on Tails?
No, it's like she's seeing Tails as like a plot. Like Tails is like a plush. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
you're cute.
Like the
You look
Chow.
like a stuffed animal.
Yeah, it's a
Right, so
fluffy
she's
fox.
Right. So she wants to cuddle Chow, and Taurus Twin 2 wants to go out and have some fun at Twinkle Park. I mean, at Casinopolis, not Twinkle Park. So she's broke. Also, they leave. Look, okay, we'll
Also, she's poor.
also she's poor. Maybe that's why do they check out early because she lost all their money.
Maybe.
What? Well, I think
No, they
I think
leave because of the missile.
yeah, because of
well-
Eggman attack. Yeah.
The missile's kind
Oh.
of like going for.
Right. So
Yeah.
they check out.
It destroys all your assets.
So like,
Yeah.
what letter?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I blocked her in the middle deciding tier, but honestly, I'm kind of like, huh.
You know what?
You want to
Maybe-
make a separate tier for judging?
Oh,
Where
Oh,
we did that.
you
We
should
did that
do
last time.
We did do that last time. So make a tier that says.
I don't know how to do that.
No, you go. Yeah, scroll down. Scroll to the D.
It-
Yeah, press the gear on the D.
Go up. No, go up to tier D and press the gear on the right.
I'm sure this made
And-
sense to whoever made this website.
Add a row below. There you go.
Right.
And then
So
you
now-
start judging. There you
That
go.
out.
Judging. Yeah. Okay, this is what. Because I was like, which one's better? Because we've been talking about both. I don't think you can talk about one without the other. That is the fate of all identical twins, I believe.
Sorry, twins.
Yeah, even though they're different, I think they both have their pros and they both have their cons, right? Seems like. God. They're-
Yeah, I don't know which one I like.
They're
Yeah, because
both
it's like because I think one is the one that's more level-headed, the one that's more kind of natural, while two is more of like the ditz, kind of like the idiot of the two. But there's also but then you have the weird thing where it's like, yeah, number one thinks the plane is ugly, but two thinks it's like, oh, it's a vintage plane. That's pretty cool. So it's like,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
weird decision.
Yeah.
Should we just say one is smart, one is cool?
Sure.
Yeah. So what's better? Okay, well, in the Sonic world, cool is probably better than smart, right?
True. Well, which one would you rather date, David? You can't have
Nothing to do
both.
with anything. We just said there's 16.
Oh wait, did we?
Hey, well, when Sonic Adventure came out, I was
No,
younger
you're not.
than 16, right?
Letter.
Okay.
Letter.
I think low. There'll be a low B. I think is a good for them. I think.
A low
Which one's
B?
better, though?
I would say one is better than two, but it's up to you guys.
I put 2 in B and 1 in C.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? I think because one insults
The
the
biplane.
tornado. You can't insult the tornado.
Okay, yeah. So what one is top of C and two is bottom of B. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
one is
what-
definitely
we'll
better
have them
than.
be the. We'll have them be the gatekeepers.
Now we get to the very descriptive eavesdropper.
So the
I lo-
eavesdropper is listening in on the love triangle that's happening between cheating man, cheated woman 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
He has a very
Yes.
specific role in this story.
He does.
He does. Right, so he's just like.
He even talks
Yeah.
to cheated woman 1 at some point.
He hates sunsets.
He does. I hate the stars.
He hates the stars.
Yep, he hates the stars.
He
When you've
hates
got a
this-
broken heart, sometimes it's good to be in the town that never sleeps. So he likes that the city is always active. He hates the stars.
Yep.
So that's
Wow. When you've got a broken heart, sometimes it's good to be in the town that never sleeps.
he says it's enviable for a guy to have a girl every day. Something like
Right. So what's happening basically is Cheating Man takes Cheated Woman out to Twinkle Park, and they have a great time. And then he does the same thing with Cheated Woman too. And then the two women find out that this guy is cheating on both of them. And Cheated Man says, "I don't understand. Why are you two so angry? Try to relax, okay?"
Right. Cheated man's an
Eavesdropper.
asshole.
Yes. Eavesdropper is eavesdropping on all of this, and he eventually talks to just the first cheated woman, the one who looks like the twins. He says, "Never expect too much. If you expect too much, you'll just get hurt when you get dumped."
Oh,
What does that even mean?
don't
It
get
would-
too attached. I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
he- he's into gossip, but he's not very good at giving advice. He's like, yeah, he wants you to go. People are terrible. Expect that people are terrible.
I see.
And you should just be okay with that.
He's
like,
projecting.
and
he
he's
is projecting.
and
It's
he's
not that I
jealous.
thought you. Right.
He's jealous of the cheating man.
Right, because Cheating Man is with two. He's with two very lovely ladies. Whoa, look at that! One's got a hat.
It's true.
That's
There's
right.
an interesting character study here, because he watches Tails defeat Eggman, and says, "Watching Tails in action really inspired me." Then the next day, he's like, "Even the train station staff gets a day off. I love how easy it is to get paid vacation time." He was already back griping. That's
Yeah,
a D. This guy's
He's
just
not.
using everyone. He's complaining about everything all the time. He's anti-union.
I bet he
I
pays
like-
for a
I
blue
like
check
the-
mark.
I like the line that he says to Knuckles, like, I like the line where he says to Knuckles, like, "Did you find what you're looking for? I found myself by inquiring within."
Right, like he acts like he's deep, but he's just a piece of shit. He's no better than Cheating Man.
Yeah, so the question is the Cheating Man worse? I
Is
think
the
he
cheating-
is. I think the Cheating Man's worse.
Well, the Cheating Man does, when Amy speaks to him, goes, "Oh wait, you want to go on a date? You're gonna have to wait your turn." Ha ha ha. He's saying that right
Bottom
in
Practice
front.
discipline.
Right in
Right,
front
and
of
like Cheated Woman
Woman
2
too.
is right there. She's like, and she is oblivious to what Cheating Man is doing because she says to Amy, "Don't bother me. I'm really happy now."
It's true.
So-
Say that.
So even though he's dating two women at the exact same time, taking them to Twinkle Park, saying that we're both in love, he does say, "La la la, we're in love." That means he'll just say to anyone that they're in love. And Amy's all about love, but she's about true love. She's about pure love. We played Frontiers. We know what's going on there. Cheating Man
And we-
is a sick fuck.
Can we create an F tier for Cheating Man?
Is he worse than Eavesdropper? Like, is he in F tier?
Well, Eavesdropper
He's worse than
Eavesdropper
yeah.
wants to do bad things, but hasn't. Cheating Man has done the dirty deed.
Yes. He
And he does seem
probably
quite unknowledgeable about how his actions harmed others. He's like, "What do you?"
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Doggy?
That's some
What do
barking.
the dogs think about Cheating Man?
He also hits on Amy.
I don't
who's
like him.
12, so.
He does hit on Amy, but he's
Well,
not the only
David,
one who
would
hits
you
on Amy
take
in this
worse
game,
than
though. Would I?
Let's see.
Let's be honest. Okay, so right,
Cheating Man just
he
kind of
hits-
shows up and plays these two, and then says, "Why are you angry?" Yeah, that's all he does.
that is what happens. He cheats on them, and he leaves them high and dry because he's just in it for the moment. He's like, hey, if I can. He probably has a room on retainer in Pleasure Castle, and you just can't trust someone. Yeah.
Okay. Cheated Woman 1.
Okay. Cheated Woman 1.
She has
She's
an
on the
interesting-
rebound, clearly.
Yeah, interesting saying right off the bat here. Farewell, old relationship. Hello, new relationship. That's what I always say. Always?
Oh boy.
That means maybe she's a serial dater, which I guess makes sense because later she does say after it's all revealed, it's not that I thought you were so great, I was just so lonely. I could not stand being alone. So she seems more in love with the idea of being in a relationship than she is with any of the people she seems to be dating, right?
True.
She's not like mourning an old relationship in the sense that like, oh, I really thought that was going to work out. She
She sounds like she has a lot of insecurities about herself.
Yeah, a lot of
Because
issues.
even at the beginning, she's like, "Don't say anything stupid," which is like, I don't know if she's saying that to the guy or if she's saying that to herself. Like, don't say anything to ruin this.
Later, she's like, just so lonely, I could not stand being alone. It's not that I think I'm so great. I'm so shy that I sometimes avoid people. Then looks like he left me. I guess he doesn't like me anymore. I never dreamed that this could happen. What
never-
issues?
Wait,
Like, this guy definitely did some damage, but I think she was already hurt. And that kind of makes Cheating Man even worse in retrospect.
Oh yeah, he's terrible.
So he does deserve the F for sure.
All right. The worst part is that nobody feels guilty.
What
What?
color? I'm gonna-
Yeah.
Is Cheated
like how-
Woman 1 better or worse than the eavesdrop? No, than the hotel assistant.
Hotel assistant is barely exists, right? In the world of he barely exists in the world, is what I'm saying.
Right. He just shows up to work, clocks in, clocks out, goes home and watches YouTube video essays, and that's all he
You could
does.
say he's a lurker.
Oh.
All right. So Cheetah Woman 1 is also. Well, I
As a
forget if you said
character?
that. He said he's shy. She's shy.
Right.
Yeah,
She does
she's
say I'm
shy,
so
yeah.
shy.
I'm so
Yeah, I think-
shy.
shy and especially insecure because
She's
like
shy and insecure, but she's also but apparently a serial dater.
Yeah, a shy serial dater.
Right. So she's somebody who probably just sits there and she's like, it does a giggle and expects the guy to walk up to her. And I mean, she is wearing red.
Yep.
Lady in red.
in red.
What a story, David.
Yeah.
So I think the question here, which I will answer, she's probably lower than Taurus Twin.
Yeah,
Does
yeah,
Hotel
she.
Assistant get to stay in B? Like, does the absence of a character justify being in C at all?
I feel like for C because he didn't do at least I didn't think he did enough to make him seem that bad.
Right.
So with him being at a bottom C, I think is like a fair
A
shape.
bottom. He's a bottom.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
he
he's
might
a bottom
end
for
up being a mid C later.
yeah.
he might.
We used
I
him
mean,
as
we-
a benchmark. That's why I got concerned. I was like, wait a second. Okay.
But yeah, I do think you're right. The Cheated Woman 1 is above him, and then she's below the one of the twins.
Right. And so Cheated Woman 2, she also has her own insecurities. I think she's wearing them maybe a bit more on her sleeve up top, right? No. She does say, I'm not sure I deserve to be this happy. So she's uncertain about being happy,
He
right?
doesn't have self-love, clearly.
She does not have self-love. She can't believe she's happy. She doesn't feel like she deserves to be that happy. Doesn't want anyone to infringe on that happiness. Like Amy
She's-
shows up, she's probably just insecure there's another woman there.
She's clinging on to it. She's like, I don't know if I'll ever get this again. I can't let it slip away.
Right.
Threatened
And
by this 12-year-old.
she is if you're threatened by a 12-year-old, you have some deep-seated issues. And but also she's embarrassed that he is proclaiming their love in public. He goes, la la la, we're in love, and she's like, oh no, I'm so embarrassed. Now, she seems to be the only one who's really upset about what's happened, right? Cheetah Woman
Kinda.
1 says nobody feels guilty, but she's like, can you believe it? He was seeing another girl. I can't believe this. And
I
she's
can't
like,
believe this.
right, she's indignant. He's like, who cares? Like,
But then the
All
next
of
day
you-
after, she looks at Amy and is like, "So, are there any cute guys around here?" Or
that is the weird thing. It's like, what happens afterwards? She
And then-
asks if there's any cute guys, and then she
Then she's
talks
like-
about looking for an old friend. What's that about?
Yeah,
Who
so
is she
I wonder if
talking
it's like a. I wonder if it's like a thing. She came to Station Square looking for a friend, and then got swept up in that whole like 1-day romance. And then when it fell through, then she's like, "Oh man!" And then remembered, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to look for my friend."
cheating
But I
man is
don't
just
have-
so charming.
Cheating man, right? How is he so charming? Look at that hat. Is that why?
Not a good
You
hat.
know,
It looks almost like a ranger hat.
There's something going on there. I don't.
Steven, what were you gonna say?
it's possible that I came here looking for an old friend. Could be the dialogue for the tourist. Because they look the same.
Oh,
Tourist is coming here and just having a great time and then talks about leaving. It's just that on evening 3, she talks about going back home. So then why would she continue to be here on day 5 saying, I came here looking for a friend? It's just weird.
gotcha.
So I assume that it
gotcha.
must have been Cheated Woman too, right?
Okay.
I mean, it could be a
unless-
random, strange third person.
It could be a third. That line could be to a third person. Perhaps it could be tourist, and she's like, right? Because she says, I'm coming back for sure. So maybe she left for a day and was like, I'm coming back.
Left for a day. Could be.
Right, which was probably the worst time to come back.
I think that leaves cheating woman 2 in a weird spot then.
Right. I mean, because I feel like
She kind of just gets cheated on and then says, I guess I'll look for another one, and then that's her character arc.
yeah. So she isn't much.
Eh?
I would say I might. Yeah, I put her in C, but I'm wondering if she's better than Cheated Woman. No, actually, I don't know. I think
I'm having
Feeling
a crisis
more-
of more character versus less character, but less offensive.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, yeah, she seems more innocent though.
Yeah, she does seem more innocent, but oh man, she can't be better than Hotel Assistant, right?
She can't
Of course she is.
She can
Yeah,
be.
I mean, she can't be worse, is what I meant.
Oh.
I was gonna say backwards. Yeah, she has to be better than Hotel Assistant. But yeah,
Okay.
She's
right. I guess yeah. Okay, Cheetah Woman 1 has a bit more to her. Cheetah Woman 2, she goes through this and is immediately like, "Hey, are there any cute guys?" Meanwhile,
like
Cheetah
things are
Woman
looking up for
1,
her. She got
yeah,
over it.
Cheetah Woman, right? Cheetah Woman 1 does go. I guess he doesn't like me anymore. I never dreamed this could happen. So even though she's like, "Oh, he's cheating on me. He cheated on me. You know, I can deal with it." But then he left. Like, I guess he just went, "I don't want to deal with this drama." Cheetah Woman 1 was willing to take him back. Cheetah Woman 2 definitely wouldn't take him back.
I'm about to
So,
AJ and Big Justice here.
oh, okay.
Boom! What about the busy father?
Whoa, busy father and lonely,
and daughter. Put them in judging together. They're a duo.
They are the ultimate duo, right? They're related.
Well, right out of the gate, busy father is like, "Look at all these tired fuckers. I'm full of energy." And then he shuts up for 3 days. So that's pretty good, first off.
He's so full of energy that he works 3 days straight.
Yeah. I guess he
He
disappears
wor-
with the strike, right? Like he can't get back or something? That's the whole
Oh,
thing?
that's true. Right. He
Yeah,
can't-
that is the thing. So she's lonely daughter, I guess, is homeless. I don't know. She
She's
just
like,
right.
she's like the beloved dog. She's like waiting at the train station for her dad, and then she turns to
Right.
stone. or whatever.
Aw.
That's how that story goes.
What's
Right.
that dog's name?
Hachiko?
Shibuya Station? Yeah,
Shibuya
something like
Station,
that.
Persona 5.
That's true.
All of his
Right.
dialogue is about how much he loves his daughter or how full of energy he is. And I'm kind of okay with it. Unless I'm missing
Yeah.
something from the entire picture here, but everything's just like,
He-
look at my amazing daughter. Look how lovely she is. She makes me smile.
Right, and he's also impressed by Tails.
Not once is
well-
he like, I'm so sorry I had to leave you for 3 days, but you know, he comes
Go
back
to
and
the-
he's like,
We'll go to his dialogue in Evening 3. This is my wonderful daughter. She keeps me young and optimistic no matter how old I get. Nothing's going to stop me from enjoying life, except maybe that missile.
wow.
Yeah.
That might-
From the sound of it, it's like, yeah, like the daughter is like, yeah, the daughter, like, she misses him, and she's like always be like, oh, when is he gonna come back? But like he's like, oh, like, I love my daughter. It's like, I want to get back to her like as soon as I can. So it's like he's not being neglectful or anything. He's like, he genuinely loves her, and he's passionate about his work. Like, he's passionate about his work, and it's like, yeah, I think he's a decent dad.
Oh my god, if we were to try an attempt to give all these characters actual names, we should definitely give the lonely daughter the name of Pele.
Pele, the lonely daughter.
Right. Well, okay. So I guess it feels like, oh yeah, he's a great dad, but
Yeah.
But look at his
at the
stock
same
options.
right. I guess the only thing I would have to counter is, why is lonely daughter alone? Why is she just standing in front of the train station all day and night? Like,
I mean, what else is she gonna do? She's like 4.
I mean, maybe her busy father is so epic that she
I guess-
can't help it.
right. Well, I mean, is there a mother in the picture? Is he a single father? Does he have a wife? Does the
mean-
mom, like, is it perfectly okay for kids to be wandering
I think we're
around
making up
at night?
reasons to hate busy father. He's
That's
busy.
what I'm saying.
He can't
He's an
micromanage
S.
his daughter. He's busy.
S tier. S tier.
S tier?
He's busy. He's not bad.
We're out here. Look at that. He's sitting
He is-
high above his identical twin.
I don't know if he's S, but he's I don't know if he's S, but he's at least a high A. I would think.
I like that they didn't even give him.
Okay, I guess I think I'm being outvoted here.
I mean, you can sit him here for now and
Let's
see.
vote.
I vote.
I say
I
I
would
like
put him
S.
in S. I think he's a bit too busy for that.
He's a bit too
Okay.
busy for that. He's not father of the year.
No, because she does. Okay, so the trains go on strike.
It's not his fault.
No, but he doesn't. Okay, so she's waiting at night.
He's pro-union.
Oh, what? I don't know if he's pro-union or not. I think he's just a victim of circumstance. We don't know his politics.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so lonely daughter does say, okay, night 1, I'm waiting for my dad. I hope he gets home soon. Did he stay at the office again? Dad.
oh,
So that is before the strike. Day 2, I've been waiting for a long time and my dad never came home last night. It's always like this when he gets busy. I hope he comes home soon.
so he's a repeat offender. He stays at the office late regardless of strikes.
Right.
I mean, if he's
Yeah.
a single dad who works 2 jobs, you know. It's like Reba
Does he
McEntire
work 2
said.
jobs?
Well,
Did he say?
We know that he
lonely daughter.
doesn't.
Lonely daughter never mentions her mom once. I'm assuming this is single dad.
Right. So he's a single, busy father who's overworking himself for the sake of his daughter to make sure that she has the best life she possibly can, but
Waiting at the
doesn't
station.
realize that he's also missing out on her formative years.
I gotta agree with
And-
Victor, man. David's finding any reason to bring this man down. A single dad who loves his job.
David would watch Liar Liar and be like, man, Jim Carrey sucks. Like, how dare he?
by sucking? Like, that's the point of the movie.
David would watch Big Daddy and be like, no, that
He
kid should
learns a
not watch
lesson.
Steve.
He learns a lesson. That's the whole point of the film.
All right, vote. I vote S.
I vote S.
I'm cool with S or A. So
That's not a vote.
That doesn't.
You're also the tiebreaker.
what's David? What's David
You
voting?
know David's A. David hates busy father.
right. I would put him below
David's
Hotel
looking at his
Manager.
tweets from like 15 years ago. Like, well, hold on, guys.
I would put him above Hotel Manager. So again, either above him an A or S. I don't care
Stefan,
either
pick
or.
a side.
A above hotel manager. Then fuck you.
Why is it my fault? You were the tiebreaker. Fuck you.
You're not
I gave you my
remember
answer.
this in 3 hours.
We
Didn't you
have
both say?
Lonely daughter.
No, wait,
S?
Steph and Chris. Didn't you both? I mean, Steve and Chris. You both said S, right?
it's 2 S's versus high A and low A.
Right. So that's not a.
So we didn't have an answer and we wasted our time basically.
I think
Right. What I'm
Okay,
saying is
high
that
A.
I mean, to be honest,
because I'm a good
High A.
person
yeah.
and I settled our
I mean,
differences since no one else
I don't know.
would.
The more I look at Lonely Daughter, I'd even dramatic. I might put Busy Father in B.
All right, state your case
Really?
this time.
Like I said, he's so busy, he doesn't realize like that
Well, she
He
should get a
hasn't learned-
hobby.
he hasn't learned the lesson that Jim Carrey learns in Liar Liar.
Maybe she should like read a book or something. I don't know.
If you want to put him in S, because there's two
No,
S's.
we're on
in-
Lonely Daughter now.
Oh, now we're on Lonely Daughter.
This is your all's cross to bear. Me and Steven voted correctly.
I would put Lonely Daughter above Busy Father.
I don't know where I would put Lonely.
You know
I don't know
what?
where I would put
Yeah.
Lonely Daughter.
Lonely daughter above busy father.
What has this daughter
Yeah.
ever done for the world?
She's a child. She
No, she wants to learn how to fish from Big.
Hang on a
So
sec.
Mm,
Lonely
okay.
daughter loves her father so much. Where would lonely daughter put her father on the scale?
oh,
well,
she'd put him in S.
Well, there
she loves
you
him that
go.
much.
no,
S
she'd probably be
tier.
like high A above manager because he's never home.
I love you, Dad, but
Right.
you're not an S.
Do you think she ever gets confused and thinks the manager is her father?
It's funny because
Maybe.
the hotel manager talks about going to the lonely daughter and telling her to go home instead of waiting at the train station.
Okay.
Since the
Right,
strike's
I've been
over,
looking
what
at
do you
chat.
think? Will my dad come back home soon?
Right. So AE did say children in Japan are more free to go wherever they can with caveats compared to other countries. I'd say it's a cultural reason. She's alone.
But
Yeah,
Yeah, but this
Mexico.
Station Square is in America.
It's
Right.
Mexico.
It could be
Mexico.
Mexico. I don't know where we are.
All the signs are in English.
Is he
there's a
in
New Mexico.
somewhere in the United Federation, right?
Yeah.
Wishes she could fly.
She wishes she could fly.
On
Real.
the day of the Station Square flood, her dad leaves for work again.
That is right. My dad's off
Oh
to
my
work
God.
again.
So he leaves town and she's okay.
We'll need to remember that soon.
Yep.
Right. Okay. She does inquire to Big, being like, "Can you teach me how to fish?" That's cool.
Aw.
Yeah, she's real.
Can we-
She recognizes real.
While we decide busy father's fate, can we put lonely daughter in S?
What do you mean? We decided.
Oh. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
It's on
but
top
David
of
was
it all.
David is like, I think maybe she should be B.
But no, I said he should be B.
Yeah, no.
His father.
Yeah, busy father.
Yeah.
Did you
I
not hear
must have
David
just-
say this?
I must have tuned
He's
it out
blind.
in principle.
She must have ignored it. Yeah.
What do you mean B?
If I was in charge of this, I might put him right above cheating man.
What?
Not
No,
that bad.
that's wrong.
No, he's not that bad now. He's not. He's definitely not that bad. But I would do it because it's funny.
Random
Yeah.
police officer.
I'm nothing if not a lover of meme.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
who's
Nick
next?
is screaming at us to go to the next person.
Which one's Nick? Is that the one that wants me to die?
What did you do?
I think so.
Station
Can you
worker
put-
1?
Can you put all 3 station workers and lazy worker into judging? Because they
Oh.
all share a story.
They're all here.
Right. We've got. Man, that lazy worker, he's so lazy.
Ooh, Station Worker 1 has the iconic rallying line. Hard work, low pay, what's the point?
Oh,
My work hours get longer, but my salary stays the same. What's the point?
What's the right? He's a true union man.
Working late with no overtime, the world's so cruel. Oh, a customer. This train's heading to Mystic Ruins. Okay.
Right. He's so right, Sonic. Okay.
Everything this guy is doing is complaining, it seems like, but they do go on strike, so it was probably justified, right?
Right, because he says to, right, this is big, right? To protect our rights as workers, we're thinking about going on strike, but it's a secret. And he knows that Big the Cat will keep a secret. He is not. Big the Cat would never bust a union. He'd never try.
but also once all the strikes are over, he's like, yes, I love my job. Come on, everybody, we'll help you evacuate the city to go to the Mystic Ruins. So maybe it's just whatever, like his like old like whatever the strike caught, and like maybe it sounds like the strike fixed whatever issues he was having. So he's like, yeah, now I'm all fired back up.
He's chipper as a woodpecker after that one. That's like a solid beat.
It's like, yeah,
right?
Right. Well, yeah.
He's pretty good.
I'd put him in.
I'd put him in S.
S.
Yeah, he's a union man. Put him in S. He's.
Fine.
We need more. Right. I guess
he's very relatable, but in the sense it's like, yeah, like a lot of people do want to work. It's just they want better working conditions. So this is what happens when you're given better working conditions. You become a better employee.
Right.
Never worked for me, but I know generally it's true.
Yeah. Also, I want to know, okay, so the trains were overflowing with people trying to evacuate Station Square. If you want to evacuate Station Square, is the train the best way to do it?
If you don't have a car?
I guess, but like, if it's a missile, I mean, and trains are like, they're on a schedule. You can't, like, there's only so much room on a track.
I mean,
that's not his fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
No, it's just making me think about him? Like, no, I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the infrastructure of Station Square.
Oh, well, where would we put the infrastructure of Station Square?
Oh, probably in D tier.
A D, yeah, a D tier.
Random loops. Right. Sudden gaps.
Service with us.
I've jumped ahead to Station Worker 3 because he only has a single line of dialogue, which is, we'll fight till we drop, but I wouldn't want to lose my job over it.
He's a scab.
He's kind of a scab. He's kind of fucking lame.
Oh, yeah.
D. You can throw him in D.
He says, we'll fight till we drop. I don't know much, but I do know we gotta try. Something good is bound to happen, right?
Okay, that's
so
a little more.
He doesn't even fully understand the strike. It sounds like he's just kind of going along with it.
He just started a few weeks ago, maybe.
Right, like Station Worker 1 is the one who's like, I'm doing it. We're doing this. He's the head of the union. Station Worker 2 is like, yeah, I'm 100% behind you. He's right in line.
Station Worker 2 seems 110% behind him. Because he's like, you talk about doing things too much. It's better to just do it.
I think Station Worker 3 is the one that rats Station Worker 1 out to the boss, and then like 8 months later, Station Worker 1 gets mysteriously discharged or something.
Station Worker 3.
Number.
Yeah, go on.
Number two even goes like, did the government send us agents to suppress us? Well, don't bother. So it's like, yeah, like he even says fuck the government.
He says,
it's a government conspiracy.
He says we won't give in to threats and violence. He's ready to fucking throw hands.
Yeah, that might be another S.
Yeah, that's an S. That's an S, definitely.
2 is an S for sure.
Here we go.
3 though. I mean,
he does the right thing, but
Eavesdropper.
He does. He's better than Eavesdropper.
Better than Eavesdropper for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he better than Hotel Assistant?
Technically, yes.
A hotel assistant. I mean, as far as we know, the working conditions of the hotel are nice because he gets to work 3 minutes a day, and
he's kind of got the opposite thing going on. He might be striking for any hours just to have some. Yeah. Lazy worker is our odd one out here.
Yeah. Okay. So he's like,
just keep going to the picture of the police officer.
Yeah, he'll come by later. Don't worry.
All right.
Lazy worker essentially loves the strike because it means he doesn't have to go to work.
Oh, he
doesn't work at the station. Right.
Right. He wants to.
Doesn't he though? There's something that says my company is on strike. He says as the station's on strike, so I can't go to work. It sounds like he does like some sort of office job for the station.
Okay. See, the trains are on strike, so I don't have to work. He. So he must work at the station itself. in the unseen offices of the building.
Commuting's a pain, but I really don't want to move just to be closer to work. The longer I complain about it, the later it gets.
But a station, just a station goes to many, many places. He could just live in one part of what?
He might work at a different station than
he might live at a different station than where the HQ of this train facility is.
Wow.
Sorry,
subscribe.
Mr. King Jacob 9.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. King Jacob. As a reward, I'll read you this line of dialogue. My company is on strike, so I can't go to work. Hee hee, what a bummer. Not!
Alright, it's this. Okay, so
he does also have this line near the end on day 4 where he's like, being busy isn't all that bad. At least it means you're needed, but it can also be quite stressful. I don't know what to think.
This town is full of insane people.
Right, so he's heading to work. It feels right because if he had a job that wasn't connected to the rails, right? His boss would say, "Take a cab."
Right. He'd be like, "I don't care how you get here, just get here." And he'd be like, "Oh, okay."
It might also be like PTSD from the missile thing, because right before that he's like, thanks to Tails, the missile crisis is over and things are back to normal. It sure feels good to be safe. So maybe it's like this is right after he's like, oh god, I'm gonna die, and then so he's like, you know what, working isn't all that bad now that everything's back to normal.
The same thing happens with the newsstand woman. She's so bored all the time, but no, she likes having crazy news happening, but then she gets bored when there's no crazy news, but then she's like, actually that's a good thing, right?
Right. You want a town that's pretty relaxed and lax. All right. Right. We haven't put lazy worker. I can appreciate a man who's lazy.
Okay.
Do we want a low C or high D?
All right. Who's in D? Eavesdropper. Okay.
It's just like he's not on the level of eavesdropper. Like, he doesn't want to go to work, but he's not out here like, I hate the strike, or
no, he loves the strike.
I want the missile to explode. Right? He's just kind of there.
Yeah. Let's see. Well,
middle C.
Like,
I don't view him as harmful. He's just kind of.
You're putting him above cheated woman too. Interesting.
Well,
I mean,
I kind of already forgot her attributes other than being cheated on and afraid of letting go of happiness.
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll do that because cheated woman too. It seems like, why not? We'll do that. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm hearing no objections.
Yeah, go for that.
So.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, it's
fine.
Right.
Son.
I feel bad. You should move busy father up to B. He's just hanging out in F. And I'm like,
yeah, get him out of F.
I just
Don't
heard
put
he
him
was
there.
F tier. I don't know. You know.
I feel really bad.
Weird.
Because he's like, he's better than Eavesdropper. I'm sorry.
He's
We'll revisit. I just am like, okay.
Gambling mother and lonely son.
This is one of my favorite stories in Sonic Adventure, right? Because it's all about a woman who's like, I just can't help it. I'm drawn to Casinopolis every night. And the son is like, my college fund won't exist. And she's gambling it all away.
I'm already having objections to her. I forgot that on day 2 as Sonic, she acts like she doesn't go to the casino, and she's like, what makes you think I'd go to a place like that?
Right, because she's an addict. She's addicted to gambling, but like many addicts, they deny that they have a problem, and that's what's happening right here.
Evening 3.
Go to evening 3. Yes.
That's it. I'm never going to that casino again. Arg, and I mean it this time.
No, go to the next one.
If I'm going to die, I might as well spend all the money I'd been saving. Whoops! I already spent it all. I'm cleaned out.
He has no money. None.
No money. No bitches.
No, right.
And then the day after the missile crisis, she's like, okay, I'm never going to the casino again. The next day, I hit the jackpot. She's terrible.
She's
Sucks.
terrible. It works out for her, but she's terrible.
Right.
she
I mean,
wins
that's what
the
it is.
jackpot.
You'll never
But
win
also-
if you stop. That's
She
what-
wins the jackpot the day Station Square gets destroyed.
Someone had a
She's
good
just-
day.
Right. She's
I'm
just
going to
one
make a
spin
case that
away
she's
from
worse
winning
than Cheating
big.
Man,
Oh.
because Cheating Man emotionally hurts two and more women, but Gambling Mother isn't responsible for a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheating Man, he I feel like
I
Cheating Man
think-
probably got a vasectomy.
Gambling Mother is the inverse of Busy Father. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, neither of them are ever around, but at least he's not leaving his daughter behind for ill reasons, you know.
Well, you don't know if Cheating Man has a kid.
Oh, do you think
No,
maybe
sorry, I
he's-
meant Busy Father.
Oh.
I moved on. I forgot about Cheating Man. He sucked.
right, right. I guess because thinking about Cheating Man, right? It is possible that he has many children in many states. He's got a kid in Spagonia. He's
Like
got
a
a
kid in
kid.
Westopolis. Don't even talk to me about Holoska.
Oh no!
my God.
There's only 3 people in Los.
Well, we know who the little girls is now. Whoa. Okay. Lonely Sun. He's a big Sonic fan. He's instantly curious what's up with Angel Island, so he knows the lore, right?
Wow.
Oh
He's
yeah,
so
he's
cool.
into it.
He's just like me for real. Which we didn't mention with the Lonely Daughter. She's quite in on the lore too. She's like, hey, Eggman or Dr. Robotnik puts animals into machines. If you didn't read the manual, that's what's going on.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, she's up on the lore. Lonely Sun, he's into the lore. He's also Sonic and Tails are taking a snooze. Those guys are good friends, aren't they? So
He's awesome.
he's wholesome. He's not thinking anything.
My
He's
mom's
also
also depressed lately. I wish she'd get back to her normal self.
Whoa. So maybe she became an addict because something happened. Maybe Gambling Mother was married to Busy Father, and he was just so busy. He left Gambling Mother and didn't realize it.
My mom's been depressed since yesterday. I'm kind of blue too. Oh no.
Why?
His mom keeps going to the casino.
Right, and spending on his college fund. He doesn't have a college fund.
It also says if Tails can beat Eggman's huge machine all by himself, he can do it too.
Yeah.
Only Son.
Why not?
He's too young to really have a full grasp of it, because he speaks quite sometimes. But clearly he has courage, good moral compass. Didn't insult Tails' biplane. IB? Unless I'm missing something here.
Not incredibly interesting, but definitely like has a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah,
Alright.
things considered.
In the Japanese version, he knows what Little Planet is.
What?
Yeah.
Is that what he mentions instead of Angel Island?
He says both.
Oh,
So he's you, David.
it's really tricky.
Yourself.
I have a lonely son, and right, but my mother wasn't a gambling mother.
As far as you know.
Right. She might have a bit more to. Never mind. Let's see.
Move the burger duo, unless there's a
Right.
difference.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is another great classic story. When you think about Sonic Adventure, what do you think about? Do you think about the speed highway
No.
twirl? No. The tornado? No. The Windy Valley tornado? No. You don't
No.
think about that. You think about a woman stalking a man who's flipping burgers. That's what I think about. This is one of the great love stories. She's just trying to build up the courage to talk to a boy, and he's like, I feel like I'm being watched always. And then somehow she cons her way into getting a job.
Wow, yeah. Quite dedicated,
And-
right? She says, I set a new record by getting so close this time to the man at the burger shop.
To the man.
My heart is breaking. I can't just keep staring at him. I have to talk to that guy in the burger shop.
He likes him so much when Amy approaches her in evening 2. She says, "What? You too? Keep away from him. I saw him first."
I'm so
Oh,
jealous. All I did was eat a burger. I'm such a loser.
she is all. Why everyone
Women are
is so
so threatened by
about
Amy.
Yeah, why is everyone so threatened by Amy? Is it the hairdo?
Yeah.
I
Her
mean,
Sphinx was so cute, she had to shave it.
Oh.
He's going around shaving.
And all I did was eat a burger. I'm such a loser, but just going in was a big step for me. You know, it's baby steps. She's getting comfortable. She's also not thrown off by Gamma. Like,
Not scared of Gamma, but scared of Burger Shop Guy.
she's scared of burgers. Right. She's
she calls herself
well,
a wimp often. Down on
Right.
herself. What's that?
she is down on herself. She's like, I should be able to do this. I can't do it. Okay, so okay.
did we look at
so-
Burger Guy?
Oh yeah, Burger Guy. He's just sort of confused by it all, doesn't
What's
he?
his whole? Well, yeah, his side of the story is I always feel like someone's watching me, and then he sees her, and she's like, "Why is she too afraid to order food?"
He's oblivious. He's just like every anime
I
protagonist.
just like to
right?
watch.
But
It's like I don't
I
get
think
it.
Amy at some point tells Burger Shop Guy that she liked him this whole time because on day 4 he says to Amy, and the only thing he says is, "You should have told me about that."
You should have told me.
That's all he says.
Huh.
Right. I guess he is like, yeah, you know what? What's wrong with that girl? She walks and hangs around and mumbles. She never orders anything. She's pretty cute though. So he
likes
thinks
her.
he does like her. So he's like, she's being a little weird, but she's cute. And he does say at the end, after she's hired in, don't know how she gets hired in, that girl's got amazing powers. Just have her stand here and smile and watch sales go through the roof. Does that mean nobody was buying burgers before until the girls started working there? I've not only met my dream guy, but I get to work with him too. I sure lucked out, but now I've got a new problem. I only want to smile for him, but now I'm supposed to smile at everybody. No, this is a job. Smile, grin, smile. So she's like, nobody else. There's nobody else that I want to smile at.
This guy that I only recently met.
Right. You don't really know anything about him. It could be.
It's
Yeah.
kind of cute though, sort of. It would be cuter if it was like my husband of 20 years. I only want to smile, but it's like you just met him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
He
So
seems
we'll-
fairly indifferent through most of this, and it's just like, oh, her? Yeah, she's cute, I guess. She works here now.
He's an oblivious man. I don't know. I can appreciate a good oblivious man. I'd throw him in B.
Go on and be.
I'll throw him at like bottom B for
Okay.
oblivious.
Burger. Yeah.
Yeah, and
A
Burger.
good harem protag tier.
Yeah. Burger Shop Girl. I mean, she is.
It's cute.
It's cute, right? She's not a threat, I guess is what I'm saying.
As opposed to all these other clowns.
There's a lot of people who are right because she's definitely way better. Like she knows what she wants. Cheated women 1 and 2. Like they've had some hard luck, but I don't think they quite know what they want in life yet. They have to figure that out. Burger Shop Gal, she knows what she wants.
You put her above Busy Father, I see.
I'm just reading the room on how people feel about Busy Father.
I like Busy Father.
I gave that fight up, don't worry. Hotel Swimmers.
Sure.
Oh,
They have
They-
nothing to say.
they have no right. The second one doesn't show up until the end of the game, where she's like, I don't know. I guess
I don't know what happened. but no one's around. I'll just get a good tan and head home.
Right. Like
Oh.
she's just cannon fodder is what she is.
Oh wow. Yeah, there is nothing here.
Nothing except she's got one line. And then swimmer 1, she was just like, I like to swim. And that's it. There's also nothing
like swimming pools in the ocean in the summer.
Right.
look, Hotel
does that
Swimmer
make
2
you
and Hotel Assistant. Like, if I was matchmaker, those two would go together like peas in a pod.
You know what?
Okay.
Absolutely.
And
Wow.
you know, give him his own harem. Skyscraper. on it.
Right. They're going to enter a polyamorous relationship.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
It's
Sky-
completely consensual. They're cool with it.
Right, assuming of course they survive. Skyscraper owner.
Classic. He's the
You
owner
would
of
think
what company is it? NetEase? Yeah,
He does say it. He does say the name.
here's the logo.
he's the only
Right.
thing he ever talks about is how much he loves his building, but look at how many times he said in different ways he says it. It's just all different ways of him saying how much he loves his building.
He's kind
Right,
of like
he
the
loves-
Burger Shop girl, but with his own building. If you think about it.
The only time he's not talking about his building is when he's talking about how he's afraid of frogs.
That is true.
It's really hard to clean this place.
It's really right. Maybe he only has hired one person to clean it.
This is a great style. 3 things will always stand tall: the city, the building, and me. Strange things don't happen around here very often.
Oh no.
Also, every time Gamma shows up to him, he's like, "Ah, Eggman's robot! Police, run!"
But he doesn't run. He just stands there.
Very worried about the
But he's like, I think he's a bit threatened by other buildings in the city, right? Doesn't matter if the casino triples in size or even if they build an entire amusement park here, which they have next to his building.
no.
The city's main attraction will always be my building. Why though? What is happening in your building that makes it an attraction?
I'm sorry.
He says it's the tallest one.
He's accidentally a preemptive Donald Trump. Does he remember 9/11? He got him on the phone. He's like, "Well, it seems like my building is the tallest now. I think this guy's just a Trump. This might be a
Oh
statement."
no!
Oh my god.
Right, he hates frogs.
He hates
He
frogs.
hates
his
frogs.
building. Is he worse?
Is he the one that owns the building that you run in Speed Highway?
Yeah, that's where you start. But
Yeah,
you
elevator
immediately
up there.
leave his building. Like,
Yeah.
you don't hang out in his building.
It's like you go through the parking garage in his building.
And I would assume that his building is the one that we see Perfect Chaos smash out of, right? In the FMV. Like, that
One can
to
only
me
hope.
has to be his building.
Like, that's his building on the right of, that lovely piece of architecture.
But look, it's not
Yeah,
the tallest
that's-
building.
No, he's a liar. He
No,
thinks it's the
those are
tall.
built on a hill. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's a little different from here to there.
Yeah.
I mean,
like-
I can open the file up in
it's
Blender
like-
and tell you which building is tallest.
It's like Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. It's just this big building that's just there. It's like, oh, it's his, but like nobody really cares that it's his. It's just there.
He loves his building so much, I bet he would marry it.
I bet he would too.
I bet he would seduce his building.
Oh, he does enter it daily. I appreciate how many different ways this guy can say he loves his building. It's 20. I think it's hee-haw. Hates Froggy, so that docks him a point.
Oh yeah, you can't. You can't be ranked high if you hate Froggy.
Am I pro-capitalist to put him in a high B? Am I the problem?
I think you are the problem.
Where should he go?
Above
funny.
Burger Shop, yeah. He is
put-
funny.
They're kind of the same
Right.
character, just in different ways.
He
Like, he's
is
like
funny,
a-
and also a statue of him is in front of the burger shop for some reason.
Oh, true.
I guess that's the other building he owns, but he never talks about it.
Or the antique shop owner.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I guess the antique shop owner could be the statue.
Is there any opposition to High B?
I mean, he
No, I
is.
think that's
Yeah, well, why not? Oh man.
Why not? Newsstand.
Right, does that mean his father is worse than him?
no. We're gonna put him up later. It's fine.
Okay.
What
What are
Are
we
we?
doing?
newsstand?
Oh,
woman. I'm the
Oh.
newsstand saleswoman.
Thank you.
Iconic entrance.
She's the first one to read the news, so I've got all the dirt. I mean, that's basically what she is. She tells you everything that you already know. If Sonic is making the news, he doesn't need to read the news because the news has been made, and it was him.
The Master Emerald shattering makes the front page.
Well, I mean, why not? News from last night: a mysterious monster was sighted in Station Square, but Sonic drove it away. Isn't he amazing? Wait, she says that to Sonic.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Huh.
You can't
So
see
she
him
also-
down there under the counter. He's so short.
Right, she probably thinks is one of those lonely children.
One of the many lonely children in Station Square.
Yeah, it's an epidemic of lonely children in Station Square.
Come on, even the newsstand saleswoman goes home at night. I commute too, you know. What?
Right. Oh, she gets stuck right at night because she's like, oh, she leaves at night. The stand shuts down, but when the strike happens, she's, I guess, forced to work after hours. I don't know how that. Does that mean she can't afford to go anywhere else? She's just gonna sleep in her little newsstand?
No, she has to get a hotel.
I've never
she
talked
say,
to her gotten this dialogue. You're so impatient. It doesn't matter how much you bug me. The paper's not here yet. Just wait for the evening, okay? What's mean?
Wow.
Why not just say like, sorry, it hasn't been delivered yet. Please check back later.
I love this line that's just a big. I'm sorry, but I don't sell bait. Oh, you use lures? Sorry.
Don't have that either.
No, it's just funny because the newswoman selling bait is like, yeah, I feel like that had to have been an intentional play on words.
What?
The woman who knows and spreads gossip, bait.
Oh. I mean, that depends on whether or not that pun works in Japanese. I don't know.
Yeah,
That connotation exists back then. David, you were alive.
Wait, which line? Sorry, I was going through her. line.
Did the term bait like exist back then? Of like, oh, I'm baiting you into a response, like that kind of thing. Like, did that exist back then?
Newsstand lady.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was a term at the time. Yeah, like bait as slang, that had to have existed. In the
Oh, we have
90s.
to drink water. Nick made
Oh.
us drink water.
Hold
I
on.
stayed at a hotel last night. What a waste of money. She thinks
Can
they're
the
just holding
term-
out for more at the strike. She just thinks they're greedy.
What?
Oh,
Union.
she's anti-union.
I can't believe it. Why?
Kill
Why
her.
are you in?
Mr. Electric, send her to the eavesdropper row. Yes, Suki, I'm still alive.
I stayed at a
Sonic
hotel
figures.
last night. What a waste of money. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's anti-union. Can't abide. I guess she did stay at a hotel. I'm upset about that. I wanted her to sleep in that little. If she was a true union woman, she would have slept in that cubby.
That's true.
Can you feel the sunshine?
Are you out of Sonic Adventure music?
I'm out of
Uh-oh.
this
How did you
wine.
run out of music? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know how to drink water.
Stay
Also-
I don't know how to drink water. Okay,
Also,
well,
she
look.
did say,
Yeah.
we're all gonna die. Like everyone else is like, oh, like they don't outright say it, but when she sees the missile, she's like, we're dead. We're all dead.
Oh, she's pre-Twitter. Like she's always reading all the newspapers. She's up in her head. She's super anxious. She's reading too much. And things are finally happening, and she thinks we're all gonna die, and everything's gonna. Well, she's Not wrong though.
Right, it's just not because of that. Yeah, okay. So she's where are we putting her? What are we doing? The music? Volume 2?
Yes.
I was just letting you guys talk while I sorted that. What are you thinking?
I've never been a fan of Newsstand Woman.
I thought I liked her, but I looked at some of her dialogue here and I'm like, no, she's kind of mean.
Yeah, we're revisiting Newsstand Saleswoman, and she needs to be knocked down a couple pegs.
I don't think she's worse
Yeah.
than Cheating Man.
No,
I don't think she's worse than cheating. I think. Yeah, I think D for the union busting is fair.
right. Well, I would
She's
put
union bus,
D-
but she's not pro-union.
yeah.
Okay, now
Right.
pro yeah,
Put him-
anti-union.
Right. I guess she's above eavesdropper because she gets all her news legitimately. And he just-
That's true. She's a secondhand source and not a shitty secondhand source. Okay.
there we go.
We might need
Yeah.
to see how this shakes out. He feels like a little harsh, but maybe it's just right depending on how the rest of this goes.
I mean, there's a lot of C's at the moment, so
Yeah.
right. That's because now we're hitting the world of tourist.
Tourist. The
She's
one-
just a tourist, right? Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's all she talks about is, I'm not from here. These things are cool.
She
right.
always gets the urge to press switches.
You know what? Since we were all tourists in Station Square, do we relate to her? And I would say yes, I do relate to her. The way she reacts with everything.
I did see some
Oh.
strange guy riding a weird vehicle once.
She's
Cybertruck?
also. Oh, what?
Chris, did you see a Cybertruck? Is that what you're saying?
I did see one the other night. The first one I've seen in West Virginia. It had the license plate Cybertruck, and it made me go, bleh.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. As if it's not already blatantly transparent. Think I should buy
No.
a bathing suit? I don't know if I've got the guts to wear it. This style is not even really me. Okay.
Right. She's a little insecure.
What she's talking about is her bathing suit.
She's kind of weird because like for Gamma, she's like, this is the first time I've seen trains on strike. It's a pain for everybody. Why are they
Oh,
doing this?
F.
But then for Sonic, she's like, this is the first time I've seen train workers go on strike. The city's a lot of fun.
Oh,
So
maybe,
she's pro-union with Sonic, but anti-union with Gamma. I don't know what
Oh.
that means.
It's a little
maybe she thinks that Gamma is a union buster, right? Like that's why he's rolled out. Like he's there to target the target the workers, and she's like, I
Oh.
better not ruffle this guy's feathers. He has a gun.
Station
But then
Square's
with
Cop
Sonic,
City.
she's like,
Mm.
Sonic, I can tell that you're about freedom, you're against oppression, so I'm going to say strikes are fun.
She's probably
Um,
she's probably from the country. She probably's never witnessed a strike before.
True. Doesn't even know what a train is. She's inoffensive.
Yeah, she's inoffensive. She's
I think she would be a good B.
she
Good.
leaves, right?
Oh,
She
that's
leaves day 3. Yeah.
Now, question: after you've picked her apart, do you think she came to the city looking for her friend, or was it Cheated Woman too?
She spends days fretting over a bathing suit. Like, I think if she was there for the friend,
Right.
that would have been a higher priority, but you could say that about the other one too, you know? So, I don't know.
It's such a weird line. Like, who does
I
it
mean,
belong to?
Maybe it doesn't belong to either of them. Maybe it is just somebody
A
else.
random
who's wandered
third
in.
person.
Yeah, you know.
Could be.
Adventurer's
It could-
wife.
Whoa.
Like, okay, so before anyone does boo, like literally all she ever talks about is that she's married to an adventurer.
Oh.
Like that's her whole thing. So it's like, what else do you call her?
Yeah, did you see that strange stone? It's so creepy looking, nobody even wants to touch it. She knows Amy.
It's interesting because she knows Amy. She's like, "Oh, it's you, Amy. How are you? Hey, I saw Sonic. You should look for him." And then if you're Sonic, she's like, a girl with pink hair headed for the hotel. I remember her. She had a little bird with her. This,
Yeah.
And then she says, so you finally saw Amy, huh? Maybe she just doesn't know they know each other, but she does.
Oh, right.
Huh.
So she's like, she doesn't want it. She doesn't want to immediately give up the name or identity of this friend Amy, because she doesn't know who Sonic is. So she's being protective of her friend.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Right. So that. Oh man,
But
they probably had
responsible.
I bet they've had dinner together.
to Gamma. She says, the missile hasn't exploded yet. What's going to happen now? Why isn't he here now when we need him? Do you think she means her wife or Sonic?
A missile just. Yeah. Why isn't he here now?
He's talking about Sonic. She has to be, right?
I guess. I like day 5. Oh, Sonic, how's it going? Hey, my husband still hasn't come home. Can you believe that? Meanwhile, 3 days ago, she's like, yeah, sometimes she's just gone for a really long time.
Well, maybe he's been gone for a couple months and figured after all of Station Square almost exploded. Maybe he'll come home and see what's up.
Actually, yeah, that's the correct read. It's like, I'm here with a missile and he didn't even call. She mentions Eggman's ship in the water, which is what I always like, right?
No, you can just
He's
see
like,
it,
he's like,
even though
yep,
you
yep,
can't actually
still
see it.
floating. Yeah, he's like, yep, it's still floating.
Still there. She's I mean, I kind of want to put her in low B just because she does seem to be looking out for Amy's safety,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't think there's much of an opinion to have in Adventurer's wife, unfortunately.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Gambling worker, though.
Gambling
Worker. He's hanging out in the City Hall area. City Hall is also hanging out. They seem to always be together. So it makes me feel like he also works for City Hall, but he never mentions City Hall. But he does mention that the workday is done. It's time to go to the casino. Like, he's just obsessed with it. But he also always complains about how he was up late at the casino. And he's always like, I can't keep going, but he just keeps going.
I had
can't
that phase
stop.
in my life, but thanks, I get it. Sometimes you're
Right.
right. You hate it.
He's
but
also-
love it.
He's also watching the burger lady and wondering what's up with her.
He asked a great question to Amy on evening 2. That weird robot was from Robotnik's flying ship, and just what are the police doing about this?
Nothing, actually. They
all
gave
went-
up.
They just went away after the chaos fight. Maybe they were like reevaluating their purpose.
Their bullets really were useless.
He seems
Yeah.
he's just constantly like, oh, I guess I shouldn't, mess with the affairs there. He keeps being like, girl with pink hair? I probably shouldn't say anything. A weird looking robot? I saw it. He thinks he sees things, but he's not really sure.
Right, because he also doesn't realize that Gamma is a robot.
Oh, right. Is there some kind of costume party going on at Twinkle Park?
I mean, it's a fair assumption.
Yeah,
That's
it's fair. This man, wherever he works, he loves gambling, and he is invested in the burger, the burger adventure.
The Burger Empire.
This guy is white bread.
White bread.
Like, better
He
than
could
Lazy
be any
Worker?
man in West Virginia.
Right. What? Yeah. Which one was Lazy Worker? I already forgot. Who are you?
The one that says lazy worker.
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay.
He's
thank
the one that was like, I don't have to go to work.
yeah, he's better than that guy. Okay. They all work.
Right.
Unless there's opposition.
I wonder
No,
if
let's
anyone
see.
There you go.
There's very little to know about him. Sonic and the monster fought by that barricade. I guess nobody's allowed to go in there. You can't go in. No. No! I said no,
Whoa.
he says to Knuckles.
He
That's the
says
very
to
first thing
Knuckles.
he
That's
can
when
say.
Knuckles, and that's when Knuckles punches it open. That's when he breaks through, and then goes to the speed highway town.
The first thing he says to Sonic is the manhole cover is open. We have to listen to everything the people say. It's a tough job to work at City Hall. Just close it!
These fucking people want the manholes closed.
You're
Like,
right.
I can't get a fucking break.
He would be responsible for like calling a city worker.
He
Yeah.
drops an
I don't-
interesting lore tidbit. Station Square is a hub. It connects to many satellite cities.
That's right. What those satellite cities are, we're not told, but
No. Westopolis? I don't
This
know.
fishing is totally cool.
so he must enjoy Big the Cat.
He says Sonic will take care of Eggman like he always does. So he's already like after what he's saying is like, man, it sure is hard to work at City Hall. And then an actual threat comes up. He's like, Sonic will take care of it. He doesn't even like I'll go over to help.
Yeah, he even says, "Oh, look, there's a giant object in the sky. Let's pretend we didn't see it."
Right.
There's nothing. They're literally pulling a "Don't look up."
So he's just like any government official.
Like, and he's
Like,
one of
around-
several people that tells Lonely Daughter to go home.
It does help his case a little bit, right?
I think he just seems like a
It's
normal guy.
Normal. He's
Wait, I put the
normal.
antique shop. Sorry, this is a City Hall worker.
Right, that's
Can't
different,
imagine how I
man.
got him mixed up. Okay.
Oh,
Is Mid-C wrong? Is he be higher? Probably.
He's not
There's a lo-
particularly interesting, but he's not a bad person, so it's like hard to say.
right. I guess he's not as lazy as Lazy Worker, but at the same time, he probably is because he doesn't actually accomplish anything job-wise.
He can't close a manhole.
He can't close
He-
the
that's-
mail.
That's probably his car that's parked over it.
This will shut him up if they can't see it out of sight. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
moving him
yeah.
up because he was worried about Lonely Daughter, but yeah, he can't just put a manhole back on. And then he's like, "Oh, I guess the frog might have come from the manhole. They cover it up.
That has to be his car, right?
It's gotta be." Because
Yeah.
who else would see
Ooh.
that giant hole and be like, "Well, I need to park over that."
I'd be afraid to park over a giant hole because what if you run over the hole? Wouldn't the car go in the hole?
And then he'd walk around being like, "These people are complaining about cars and manholes. Give me a break." Antique shop. It's so noisy these days. I can't even enjoy a quiet walk.
This guy has so much to say about his antique shop. I think he technically has more lines than anyone.
That's
Whoa.
crazy because I only ever talked to him once when he says you can't come in the back door, and then I forget about him.
We should just read through everything he says because it's,
Okay.
who wants to do it? I'll do it.
Okay.
It's so noisy these days, I can't even enjoy a quiet walk. Hi Sonic, come on in. I saw you fighting that monster. I hate to think what would have happened to this town if you weren't here. We feel safe when you're here.
Aw.
I mean,
Hey,
Sonic's
yeah.
been there more than once. This isn't his first time.
Ooh, that's a lore. He says to Knuckles, "May I help you? A green stone? Sorry, we don't have any of those." And then back to Sonic. "Hey, don't use the back door. Enter through the front, okay? Oh, it's you, Tails. Welcome. Haven't seen you for a while. How's it going?" So Tails has been here before too.
Tails is an
Oh,
antiquer.
which-
Yeah.
Yeah, which we have that makes perfect sense. That Tails would probably buy some stuff for his inventions.
I was blown away when Sonic came in the back door.
He just drove right in.
That's not good, so I've shut it.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow. There you go.
He says to Big, "Hi, say, that's a nice fishing rod." And to Tails, "Time rolls on and nothing changes. Running the
Everything-
antique shop is my way of coping, I guess." He says that. He says
Real.
that's my way of coping.
oh,
That's going to contradict what he says later, by the way.
Oh,
right.
Because then he says to Knuckles, "It's okay. I like the shop. Long as I can stay awake, the shop will stay open." And to Amy, "Come on in, Amy." He knows Amy. "Make yourself at home." To Sonic, if you
Well, hold
believe
on,
in
hold on.
yourself,
There's one
okay.
you missed. It's directly contradictory. The Sonic, he says time goes on and everything changes. And the Tails, he says time rolls on and nothing changes.
Oh,
Right. Isn't that strange?
He's a two-faced son of a bitch.
Sonic and Tails just remember different things.
Oh, true. Okay.
I guess it could be.
So to Sonic, if you believe in yourself, you get nothing to fear. To Amy, hi Amy again. You look busy. Do you have time to? As she's being chased by a robot. do you have time to sit and talk for a bit? Of course. I've heard more than enough about how great Sonic.
Wow, he's nice and then immediately venomous. This guy's sassy.
He likes Amy. This is the business district. It's pretty quiet at night, but at the casino, it's just the opposite. It's packed at night. The girl with pink hair? You mean Amy? Oh, so he gives up Amy, didn't it?
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, Amy. She lives
I-
alone.
Then he says something
Wait.
way worse.
Why does he say you mean Amy? Shouldn't he say don't you know Amy because she's always telling me about you?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
then he
weird.
says something way worse after giving up.
I hear she lives alone in an apartment downtown. She comes up to the shop a lot, but I haven't seen her today.
As she lives by herself in this apartment, it's on this street. I think she's on the third floor in the third room to the right. Often doesn't have anyone looking out for her.
Right.
You want to know the hours she's home?
To Gamma, he says, check out that weird looking customer. I guess he's talking to himself about Gamma. May I help you? Take your time, look around. To Big, this is the business district. Nice place, but not great for eating out unless you like eating hamburgers every day.
So there's no other restaurants in that area except the burger shop.
Yeah, there is the burger shop because we know there's a diner near the casino.
Right.
We're not allowed to go in it, but it's there.
Right, you'd have to walk to that. Wait, but then he says to Sonic, Amy really loves to talk about you. She's great, isn't she? Bruh.
I guess now they're
you-
more acquainted. And now he's like,
He's like,
Yeah.
oh, right.
It is the
Sonic,
next
oh,
day.
so you're that Sonic. Oh, okay.
No, this is the same day where he says the girl with pink hair, you mean Amy.
oh,
It's weird.
yeah, that's
But
like
he says
5
to
minutes later.
Yeah.
The Gamma, you know, there seems to be a lot of people around looking for stuff they lost.
Okay.
Then again, to Gamma, it's a pretty quiet shop. Not many people come in. That's cool. That's the way I like it. Even though he a couple days ago said, I'm coping.
It's
Why worry about it? Why worry about now? My mind's clear as a bell. This is talking about the missile.
Oh.
I can't worry about that now. I've made up my mind. And then after the missile crisis, it's a quiet shop with a few customers. That's cool. I like it this way. Time keeps moving and everything keeps changing. Running the antique shop is my way of handling it, I guess. Oh, yeah. Technically the same dialogue as before.
Right. He's
Right.
just kind of going on about all the same stuff, you know.
Nice rod you got there.
Yeah, he wants Big's fishing rod. I
Yeah,
guess
He
just
wants his
because
rod. No, he wants
he-
big.
Right.
I guess
And
so.
then
The last thing he says is, I guess, the most interesting. Amy was just here. She had quite an adventure. She told us all about it, and she said she was psyched to see you again. She's a great girl. You better treat her right. You hear?
Oh, so
He's a shipper.
Who knew there was so much
He's
work
a
to the
sh-
antique shop guy?
he won't shut up.
He won't shut up. He has the most to say.
He has the
Does he
most.
have?
Yeah.
I think we could put him a low A.
I was kind of feeling the same way because
Yeah, throw him in the.
he does give up Amy, kind of like a.
Yeah, but he gives up Amy to Sonic, and clearly he knows who Sonic is, even
what
if he
this
didn't
was
make
Metal
it clear.
Sonic and he couldn't tell, or what if it was Shadow? Chloe sounds good.
That's true.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Unbothered.
I think he's
man.
I think overall he's a pretty deep guy.
There's a reason why I called him Unbothered Man. Because he just keeps talking about how he wants to walk and how he wants everything to just be quiet.
Oh,
That's pretty much his whole thing, except for when he talks to Amy, then it becomes a.
you called him Unbothered Man here, but in approximate chronological order, you just have him listed as Old Man.
Huh?
Changed his
Oh.
name, right?
Yeah, I eventually changed his name because old man. Well, there's lots of old men.
There's lots of old men.
What separates him
Right.
from the rest? He's
Okay.
generally unbothered.
Well, what separates him from the rest is I think he's down in F tier.
Hi, Amy. Are you walking around too? Want to go grab a soda sometime?
Is he a
Man in the
Mormon?
30s.
Go to jail.
You want to grab a soda pop down at the soda stand? Very concerned about it.
Yeah. He's very concerned about Amy, and he likes.
We should call him
taking-
F tier, man.
No one's here tonight thanks to the missile scare, huh? Well, as for me, I'm too old to care.
Right. He's like, oh, I'm old. I like walking when it's quiet. I want to get a soda with Amy. I mean, maybe it's an innocent, like, I'm just an old man looking to have a soda with a young woman who can tell me about her crush on Sonic the Hedgehog. But maybe he's like,
So
I'm an old
innocent.
man and I'll shoot my shot every time.
Well, maybe he has a crush on Son, and he's trying to get the intel.
Oh, he might have a crush on Sonic.
He's like,
I like Nick saying Sully.
ah, come on, Nate. It's like if he, from his perspective, right? It's like if Sonic's not going to take Amy, he must still be looking. So I can get all the intel and swoosh right in.
Oh, okay. Does that make it better if he's just trying to get with Sonic?
Not particularly, no, but
Let's compare two things that he says. On day
Okay.
2, I think I saw something shiny in the alley. Should I go check it out? You saw something shiny? Are you interested or not? Are you gonna go check it out or not?
right.
What are you talking about? Why are you asking me? Do you
saw
like
it.
shiny things or not? But then he sees Amy and he's like, soda. Let's go get a soda. Come on, let's go get a soda.
I want a soda. Shiny thing, no. Soda, yes.
Soda.
And you, Amy, I want you to go get a soda with me.
Right.
Not the robot, not the fox, not the cat.
He's he's not interested in these tiny little trinkets that show up. He's interested in a little 12-year-old.
Oh,
I would put him below Gambling Mother.
Yeah.
Sure. I have nothing. I'm like, it doesn't feel right, but it also doesn't feel wrong. We have an iconic character here, everyone.
Oh, God.
It's Mr. Know-It-All.
Mr.
He will make sure that you
Know-It-All.
know it every single time.
Right. He tells you things after the fact.
You know, like grab the
He's like
spinning
the
rings.
dragons and he's like the dragons in Spyro.
Well,
Ooh.
okay, so he knows so much that he knows about the mechanics of the world, and he tells you things. It's as if he knows about the code of the game. Is he like a demigod or what?
Yuji
he's like
Naka
He's like the. Is he the fourth wall? Is he? Right.
I'm Mr. Know-It-All. He explains how Big's fishing mechanics work. That's
If you're totally stuck, quit and restart. You might remember something you'd forgotten. Didn't know that, did you? I don't know.
I
You said
mean,
might.
there's certain things he tells you where it's like I bet you didn't know that. It's like, no, I did. I did.
True story.
Like jumping? Yeah. I know how jumping works. Rings? Yeah. Yeah, rings.
I've been jumping my whole life. Look, he says to Big, "This is how you fish." Shouldn't Big be like, "Yeah, I know."
I've been doing this all my life. I feel like
I wish Mr. Know-It-All had a moment of being a character and not just reading the instruction manual. Like, I was looking through this just in case there was something, but
No, there's
He's-
nothing to him.
he's dissing the Pico Pico hammer. He's like, yeah, it's not that strong. Okay.
Oh, he sucks.
all right.
Fuck you.
Let me give you some advice. The waters here are protected, part of a preserve, you know? It means you can't fish here. Well, you didn't know that, did you? He says that.
That's
But he
lore.
says to Amy, "You have a hammer, right? But it's not a very powerful weapon, so it may not be much use against powerful enemies. But you probably already knew that, right?"
Probably already knew that, didn't you?
She's probably been saying that to her like every day when she moved in. And she's just like, I would. Oh wait, where'd you put him?
You live in an apartment all by yourself.
Oh, you
Amy.
put him
probably
way-
already knew that, didn't you?
Antique shop owner told me where you live. Did you know about you too, Mark?
I think I kind of hate him.
I liked
Right,
him
he-
as a kid because
He's he's all knowing, but he's completely useless.
He's all
Right,
knowing, but he's annoying about it.
He is annoying. He tells Big that he can't go fishing in Emerald Coast before Big starts fishing in Emerald Coast. I don't know what that means.
I mean, okay, but memes
But he
aside,
doesn't. He doesn't ask Amy out, so he's above unbothered man, right?
right? He's not
Right, but I mean,
gambling
if
his
he
child's savings.
Amy out, he's just asking somebody out who's a couple years older than him.
And he's not cheating.
He's not
As far as we know.
cheating.
He never offers
So
a cheat code.
He-
Is he?
Oh, right,
I mean,
he did.
is
He
he
like,
B
hey,
tier?
He's not cheating because he's obviously not dating.
Hey, now, Mr. Know-It-All might be getting around.
I'm assuming
No.
that he is younger. He's like Tails' age, right? So
he
he's probably not interested in romance.
Is he D?
I mean, look at the three
Stefan,
down
what do you
here.
think?
About the
About what?
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out because I'm like, I'm not sure where I would put her.
Her?
Yeah, because like, oh no, I was talking.
Sorry, I jumped ahead. That's my fault.
Mr. Know-It-All. We're talking about Mr. Know-It-All.
Oh, you're still talking about Mr. Know-It-All. Yeah, I think, yeah, D. I don't know if he's worse than. Yeah, I don't know if he's worse than those two, but I think like D is fine. Yeah, because he is just
He's worse than
the
those
kid.
two.
He is just the kid. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with going yeah for D.
Right. He
Yeah, 'cause
exists
he-
right on the line. I think.
There is also thing like because since he does a lot of gameplay clues, he kind of breaks the fourth wall in a way more than anybody else. So he brings up a lot of questions about how you feel about that.
We're in column AE here. Who's probably hitting every second of Burger Shop Kid / Burger Shop fan. She
She is always existing in that part of town, and she always says the same thing to whatever character you're playing as. She only says something different on day 5, which is last story, where
Right, so-
Sonic.
she always mentions the Burger Shop statue, which to be fair,
Right.
I'm the same way, but
She is obsessed with the burger shop owner,
she
the
even
man
wants
who made the
idea.
recipe.
She says,
Right,
"Don't even
the
think of throwing it into the
16
river."
It is strange because, like, the way she talks about it, it makes you think that that statue's meant to do something.
Yep.
But it doesn't do it. Like, you just pick it up and move it. It doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't help you. Amy can use it to get into Casinopolis in the original Japanese version of Sonic Adventure, which if you do go in there, you're not meant to. And if you beat the level, the game doesn't know what to do and plays the perfect chaos cutscene, and the game crashes, which is probably the most appropriate thing in the world.
Oh my god. So there's two weird things. But even two, she gets scared by it, even though she spent the entire prior day talking about it. And then in like the last day, she quotes the commercial, which is very like Persona 4 girl who watches the Walmart commercial all day for. So I like that.
I would
Every
put Burger
day
Shop-
is great at your tunes.
I'm gonna.
There's the 16 different spices.
I want to know
I
what
like-
the spices are.
I like her a lot, to be honest.
I'm not
She
seeing
has
them
her
go-
interests. Yeah, she has her interests, and she sticks to them. She
This-
sticks to
I-
her guns.
I'd throw her an S.
Yeah. TBH.
Wow. Immediate.
I
Is
think
she
I'd
better
put-
than pro union station workers?
No.
No.
Below S. is
Because she
fine,
has
yeah.
not stated whether she's pro or anti, so
All right, we don't know, but because we also don't know if that burger shop has a union.
All right, so I'm gonna cut ahead here. We have Rare Girl, who seems to have a line of dialogue.
that's why I
Oh.
called her Rare Kid.
Rare
Because she's the
Kid?
only kid who has exactly one line of dialogue, only when Big talks to her. I don't know
She's like,
what.
wow,
Like, what
you're
else do you
so
call her?
buff.
That seems a little weird.
I bet you can lift almost anything, huh? Come on, show us what you can do.
Well,
I mean, should we? Do you want to do her now?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just get her out of the way. But where?
She likes Big the Cat. Pretty relatable.
Which is S quality.
That's quality, right? But she just has the one line.
And he says, "I bet you can lift almost anything." That's context. That's contextual. It's saying, "Go lift that car over there."
And then go
So she's
lift
trying
anything.
Yeah.
She's trying to help you.
Wow,
And you
I feel,
know,
I
if
feel
you
like
know it all.
that's
if you
that's good
if you-
B material, I think.
and if you keep that hint with you, you'll realize that you have to lift rocks in Ice Cap.
Bro, game
Wow.
theory. Is she the incarnation of Tikal trying to help Big the Cat?
Whoa.
But only Big the Cat and only this one time.
Is she Ms. Know-It-All?
Think about it.
Well, no, she wouldn't be Ms. Know-It-All because she only knows the one thing.
She doesn't know much.
Just know it all about lifting, maybe. You know.
Yeah, I feel like she's like the better version. She's like the better version of the hotel assistant.
What?
True. Mythical beings with a line of dialogue.
Do we like her more or less than Adventurer's wife?
Adventurer's wife. Yeah, I like her more.
More? Okay. Do you like her more or less than Busy Father?
That's a loaded question, Steven,
Oh,
and
no.
you know it.
Yeah, you know. Busy Father is like G tier.
God?
Okay.
Yeah, for God.
I think we've settled it. What about Cool Kid?
Cool. Cool kid.
Actually, do we want to do Mature Girl first so we can save Cool Kid for last?
Oh, right,
Sure,
you
why
The
not?
last. Yeah,
Okay, right.
There's less going on.
Big the Cat never meets Mature Girl.
Oh.
No?
F.
Well, it's not her fault. I mean,
She
That's
says
the
she's
game's
pretty
fault.
mature. She said she tells everybody she's pretty mature.
I'm pretty mature for
Tails
my
be
age.
Slick.
yeah.
You're just like me, we click.
Oh, so they're both 8 years old.
Knuckles glows red.
But he doesn't.
That's
Can't go
It's
into
just-
the casino.
right. So we see her at night
Mhm.
the entire time until the last,
story.
when she's like, I'm also here during the day. Mature kid, I think. I mean, she's got sass. You gotta like some
I'm not a
sass.
vampire, you know.
Yeah. Everything she says is, I'm pretty mature for my age. I can stay out late. Plus sentences. But on day 5, don't be ridiculous. I come here during the day too. I'm not a vampire. Okay.
All right. I like the cut of her jib.
I think
Looking out for
she'd
you.
go an A. I like
yeah,
her.
I throw her an A. You know, she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's no
man.
lonely son.
No, she's not lonely. She doesn't know how to be lonely.
Finally. The god
Cool
tier.
kid.
The one and only 90s kid
Messiah.
/ cool kid.
He
This
has
is
8
the-
lines
the-
of dialogue.
Yeah, he is the epitome of cool. Look at how cool he is.
Hey,
Man,
have you
you
been to the casino? Lots of laughs, loads of money, and maybe even some gems. At least what I heard.
Yeah, he's got his fingers on the pulse of the city, even if he's not allowed. Mature kid, she was like, why won't they let me in? How rude. He's like, I've heard some things, man. You want to hear what I've heard? Or what I've heard?
And everything is like, we're still I've been told. Like, you don't even know. Maybe he's been Xeno.
He also hits on Amy, but that's at least age appropriate. So
Hey, dude,
Right, well, if-
that lure bites. I saw a fab lure the other day. You should check it out, man. You won't be disappointed.
So he's also a fishing enthusiast because he describes the water in Twinkle Park as an indoor pond, which
Indoor pond. Guess what? That means Twinkle Park is an indoor facility.
Oh.
Big visits Twinkle Park during the day, and he exits out of Twinkle Park during the same day, according to the story. Twinkle Park is all indoors. Those stars are fake. The twinkles are fake,
What the
ladies
They're
and
all
gentlemen.
big twinkles.
It's an
That makes
omnidome. It's an omnidome experience.
And he says indoor pond.
There's the
Indoor
short for you. Has
Okay.
ever snuck inside that building? The roof's high above the city, and the view up there is awesome. If you work there, you can see it anytime you want.
I'm into this. So yeah, I would say, right.
Talk
So
about a fantastic vacation spot. How would you know? You're 8.
yeah,
You need some
Ever-
excitement around here, he says on day 5. I wish something would happen to get my blood pumping. Is he indirectly responsible for perfect chaos? Did he consciously manifest it?
he might have.
So
I mean,
how do we
Please.
feel? Hey, I saw the coolest pair of shoes, supposed to make you lighter than air, but they're hidden in a secret spot. They'd be perfect for you, Sonic, if you can find them.
Oh, you threw him into top S.
I think he's the
Top
best character in
S?
the game. I don't see anyone here who's better than.
You know, like right? Because when you think about all these other people, like they have some great stories, but just by himself, he's like, I'm cool. And
He
in a
has
game
shades and a
where Sonic
backwards
the
cap.
Hedgehog is cool,
He's the only
And
one who
he's-
isn't white or mildewed.
This is true. He's the only person of color in the entire game.
that is true. Wow.
The thing
We
is,
gotta put
it's like he has a unique look, right? Like all these other characters just kind of blend together. Like I'm already kind of, the Burger Shop people stand out a little, but everyone else, my eyes are literally refusing to look at them. But Cool Kid, look at those glasses.
Just look at him.
He's helpful.
He's got Satoru. He literally has Satoru Gojo glasses. It's like, of course, he's the coolest of cool.
He acts 3 times his age. Like I'm open to hearing why he shouldn't be number 1, but he helps you find the Lightspeed shoes. Kind of.
Right. Like he seems way more helpful than Mr. Know-It-All.
Right. Not once was Mr. Know-It-All like, here's where you should go next.
You think he would? I guess it's Tikal's job.
True.
Right, Tikal's not on this list, but that's because she's Tikal.
The only police officer. There's also some humans without dialogue that run around. We remembered, but we decided that they should die.
Oh, speaking of dying, do we want to organize? Okay, so
Wait, so
We
right,
talked
before we move on, right, we should make sure this is what we're locking in, right?
okay,
Right. Like I wanted to point out this kid on the right, in game technically, but not here. He
Right.
exists,
He
and the
exists.
police are police, and they don't help anyone. So that's like instant F, I think.
Yeah. They're all F tier, right? Because they aren't anything. So
I mean,
So what's wrong here? Is there anything incorrect other than busy Bob?
if you want to
Right.
Do we want to put Busy Dad up or not?
I
I mean, I've only heard
mean,
one
maybe-
dissenting voice.
am the I know I'm the only dissenting voice. You all seem to love Busy Father, while I'm just looking at him going, he's too busy.
I look at him
Christopher,
like, man, I wish I had a dad that liked me the way he likes his.
He's too busy.
That was why I think putting him at the top of A is the good compromise.
Put him at the
David
bottom
hates
of A. Fine, put him at the bottom of A. We'll say the bottom of A.
He's worse than a vampire girl.
He's wor-
I mean, is there anything else here that's like?
I mean, I think everything else is pretty much it, right? Unless it's like,
there are other NPCs that like don't show up in the game. There's Hat Man,
Batman.
and there's a couple of boys here. I'm putting them in our secret hideout zone.
Oh.
but we don't have.
And also, what about the burger shop statue?
I mean, that's just the same model as the antique shop up there. But what
Here's
do
a
you-
guy.
All right, there's some cool guys.
Here's a guy.
There's
Here's
this
a guy.
guy. Maybe zoom in.
So small.
That's what we're
Does that
streaming.
help?
We're
That
streaming.
looks like a Sims GBA character.
They exist in the game, but they don't show up. The
We
guy.
don't show 'em.
Yeah.
Right. Can we judge an NPC that isn't even in the game?
I don't
Maybe
think
these are the
so.
people driving those cars.
Maybe.
Here's Columbo.
Columbo. That seems like an interesting one. I'm surprised they didn't use him.
That guy with the hat though shows up in Tails' he shows up in Tails' final cutscene when everyone's like, "Thank you for saving us."
Oh,
that guy
finally.
with the hat, you say?
That was a hat. That
Here,
was my
when is
favorite
it so we don't
YouTuber
have
growing up.
Why does Little Swimmer 1 look so sad?
I don't know.
She's what?
16?
She doesn't like being wet.
So
What?
Oh.
Is she 16? I don't know.
this
I mean,
is-
it's kind of hard to tell because she's Wait, where is she?
What, you
Can
can't
see.
tell her apart in this crowd?
No, Swimmer 1 she's got the same face as Gambling Mother and
Yeah.
Newsstand Sam. So it's like,
Yeah.
is she 16 or is she 30?
Yes.
Like the only ones, it feels like it's either 8, 30, or 65. Those are the ages that we have in Station Square.
yeah.
Well,
Well, maybe
I think
that's
we did it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
How
we did
about
it.
This is our
That.
definitive, completely correct Sonic Adventure human ranking tier list. I think we're correct. I'm interested in dissenting voices, unless they're David's about the busy father.
Busy Father's such bad.
He doesn't suck.
He's fine. He's doing his best.
It's the
He
worst day of
stays
my
in the
life.
office.
He's a decent dad.
David.
Lets his daughter just sleep outside the
That's
train
her
station.
choice. She can go home.
Yeah, I mean, again, she should just read a book or something.
Okay, so, but here's the important question. So
Yes.
we rank them all about how good of people they are, but
Yeah.
now there's the important question: which one of these survived the Great Flood of 1998 or 1999?
Survives versus drowns.